Good morning, everyone. All right, we're gonna know what form to write equations of a line. Form and standard form already. Can somebody write by now? Zuli, what is it?
Y equals mx plus b.
Michael, what?
Slope.
Hello again.
Rarely out of order, but we're back in business. Equals mx plus b, where m's the slope and b is that number b crosses the y-axis. Okay? How do people feel how to memorize that? Okay? That'll help you out when you perform. Riley, you want to take a risk? JB? So that's you find the x and y intercepts, yes, but there's a form that it's in that we. Now what is it?
Mx plus y.
No. I don't think it's that form. It's something like that though. What do you remember, Tully?
A, like A plus B equals C or something like that?
Capital A. By equals C.
I know this.
Focus, people. Focus. And from that, guy, learn a lot about that form when you get to Maine South, as far as what the A, B, and C can be and stuff like that. But right now, you're not responsible for knowing anything except that the X's go first, the Y's go after that, all the constants or numbers go on the right. Okay, we know that. Next, we learn point slope, or next we're going to learn point slope form. Jot this one down. Y minus Y1. And when we say Y1, guys, it's a little sub number. Y minus Y1 equals M times the quantity. Y'all know what that means? That means start a parenthesis. X minus X1. End your parenthesis. Remember. Okay? That's what we're going to talk about and learn today. All right, let's write a few things down about those variables.
Yes.
Somebody raise their hand and guess what M stands for. You all should know this one by now. Gibbs? Yeah. You're going to take your slope and you're going to put it where that M is. That's the slope. Now, X1 comma Y1. Everybody jot down X1 comma Y1 and put it in parentheses. Okay? That's that second value in the parentheses at the end there, X1, and then the Y1's over here at the left side of the equation. That equals a given point. X1, Y1, that is going to be a given point. Once we do an example, you'll be like, oh, I get it. So they're giving me a point. I'm going to plug those values in where they go. Okay? So, somebody raise their hand. What's the name of that form? Raise your hand. What's the name of that form? Gibbs. Point slope form. You are going to use point slope form when you're given a point and the slope. Does everybody see the connection between the name and what you're given?
Yes. Yeah.
Point slope form. All right, let's try it. Let's try a couple of these. All right, put these three. We're going to give you guys this McCall typed up a nice little sheet of paper, and we're going to have those three forms on it and examples and stuff like that. We're probably going to do that Wednesday instead of today. Okay? But you need to know those three forms. Memorize them. All right, write each equation in point slope form. Every underline those words, the form that you want to put one of your answers in, and this stinks for you guys because you got to do something else. Slope intercept form for each line. So you're going to do two things: point slope form and slope intercept form. All right. Hi, Ms. McCall. I was just bragging about you telling the kids about what the nice thing you typed up for them.
I try, guys.
They're not going to get to a Wednesday problem.
Oh, you want me to copy it now? Or?
You know, we'll kind of change it a little bit. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what it is. All right, Ms. Cholet, read us example A loud and proud. Okay, in your own words, Cholet, what two pieces of information are we given? Guys, everybody agree we're given a point and a slope?
Yeah.
What form do we want to use? Point slope form. Okay? So we'll do this first one together. All right, looking at point slope form just above it, the first y, guys, is just y. That's not going to be a number you're going to substitute in. That's going to be the y. Cholet, what is y1 of that point? Well, remember how points are written, Cholet? X comma y. Yeah, this is where it gets tricky, guys, is that y1 is the first thing you have to write down is the second number in our point because that's y1. So it'll be y minus 3 equals, Cholet, what's the slope? Negative 2. You're going to substitute that in where the m's goes. Times the quantity of x minus, Cholet, what's the x value of the given point? Genius. Everybody put a box around it, and you are done.
Oh yeah, that was so easy. Did I have to solve it?
We'll see. Okay? We're done. I should say we're done. We're halfway done. Because look,
Oh.
did we write it in point slope form? Check it. Check it.
Oh, do you want the notes?
Oh yeah. And there, if you want to grab it, there's some on top
Oh, okay.
of the.
Okay.
All right. Now, so that's point slope form. Okay. Maybe jot this down one time, guys. As you guys are taking good notes. Now, we're going to put it in slope-intercept form, which means we got to make it look like y equals mx plus b. So basically, this is what's going to happen every time from point slope form into slope-intercept form. Now, solve for y. Two things. Two things that's going to happen. Distribute the slope. Distribute the slope. And move y1 over. We'll get there. You'll see. Okay? All right, so let's do this. We're going to take our point slope form. We're going to distribute the slope first. Who can distribute that negative 2 correctly on that right side? Come on, every hand in this room should be up. You all know how to distribute it properly. Be careful with your signs. Sean Kelly, give it a shot.
Negative 2x plus 8.
Negative 2x plus 8. What he did. Distributed slope. Now, what would you do to both sides to get y by itself? You want to move that negative 3 over. Good, Will.
Plus 3.
Let's everybody add 3 to both sides. Excellent answer, Will. And now, make sure you put them in the right columns, people. Yeah, move y1 over. Because remember, JB, this was y1. Right? So, we're going to distribute, and then we're going to move y1 over. Y equals. Who's got that right side done? Combine all the like terms. Scooter, give it a shot. Negative 2x plus 11. Is that slope-intercept form, people?
Yes.
Scooter, what's the slope of that line? Look.
You said it.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Negative 2. It's the same. It's negative 2.
Hey.
The slope's negative 2. Okay? It's got to stay. The y-intercept is actually 11. Okay? And we don't have that information anywhere. So you're doing 2 things tonight. Point slope form will take you 5 seconds. Then you got to manipulate it and put it into slope-intercept form. Okay? You're going to need your notes, guys, to get through this probably. All right, let's keep rolling. You guys are doing great. Everybody be careful with negative values of your x and y. Watch what happens here. Okay? It passes through the point 6, negative 2, and has a slope of 1/3. Okay? So let's write this. Y. What's the first y value? Zuli?
Plus 2.
It's going to end up being plus 2 because it's going to be minus negative 2, which is really, as we just learned over there, plus positive 2. Okay. Equals, keep going, Zuli, you're doing great.
Equals 6x. Or no, 1/3 x.
Say 1/3 times the quantity.
Oh, 1/3 times the quantity of x minus 6.
Done. X minus 6.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Box that, people. We're halfway home. That's point slope form. Now, everybody distribute your 1/3. Okay, if you need your calculators, do 1/3 times 6. That's fine, but I think most of you guys can do 1/3 times 6 in your head. I made the first one work out evenly for you guys. Y plus 2 equals. Siobhan, distribute 1/3 for us.
1/3 x. Wait. Oh, yeah.
You guys can do 1/3 times 6 in your head. Not too bad. Quarter, what is it? 2. Okay? Again, I made this one work out nice and neat for you guys. 1/3 times 6, okay, is 6/3, which is 2. Or you could cancel before you multiply and see that it's going to be 2. And then, Siobhan, what do we do to both sides to finish solving this thing? We're going to move that 2 over.
Subtract 2 from both sides.
Well said. Give me the answer, Siobhan.
Y equals 1/3.
Minus 2 minus 2. Minus 4. So, first point slope, guys, then slope intercept. Okay? You guys got some work to do tonight, getting it from point slope into slope intercept. If you guys can all do it, we take your time and think. Write nicely. Some of you guys get mixed up because you can't read your own handwriting.
I can.
All right, let's do 2 more of these, guys. We're doing great. Who wants to write it? Let me do it yet? Chuck, give it a shot.
Y plus 4.
Plus, because it'd be y minus -4, which, you know, if you wrote y minus -4, that would be fine, but you're going to see it's probably not the best way to write it. Keep going, Chuck, you're doing great.
Negative 2/3. How do you say that? Times the quantity of x minus 2.
Done.
Got it right.
Y plus 4 equals -2/3 times the quantity of x minus 2. Now, we really threw a curveball at you here. Okay, when you start solving this thing for y, everybody distribute your -2/3. Okay? So that's one of our answers. Y plus 4 equals, who can distribute -2/3? What do you guys think? Holly, give it a shot.
-2/3 x
This ought to be interesting.
plus 4/3.
Plus 4/3. Genius.
What?
Why is it plus?
Because when you do -2/3 x times -2, you get a mixed number, so then you clock the mixed number and you make it an improper fraction.
Well,
Right, but then, but
why is it positive?
Yeah, why is it positive?
Because 2 negatives make a positive.
Guys, everybody agree it's going to be positive? And now, wait, we're on the sign. Forget about the signs for a second. Look how she got 4/3. She just went 2/3 times 2. And guys, leave it. You can leave it improper. I don't even think you need to make it 1 1/3. If you do it on your calculator, you probably will get 1 1/3, and that's
Is
fine.
it okay with
Or 1 1/3, same thing. Okay, keep going, Tully. You're doing great.
Then you would subtract 4 from both sides, and then you cancel out the 4. Then you're left with y, and that equals -2/3 x.
Hold on to that last part for a second. Everybody try to do 1 1/3 minus 4 in your head.
Can't do it.
No,
it's
easy.
I think you guys can do it. 1 1/3 minus 4. Okay? Or you could do 4/3 minus 4, but I don't think of improper fractions minus whole numbers. I got to make it improper. Or I got to make it a mixed number. Or grab your calculator, type it in, guys. One or the other. What's 1 1/3 or 4/3 minus 4? Tully, finish it off.
Okay, -8.
It is not -8. No way you can beat that value. Val?
-2 and 2/3.
I got -2 and I did it in my head -2 and 2/3. Again. Hey, you have 1 1/3 pizzas sitting in front of you, and you take 4 of them away. You got -2 and 2/3. I think of it as I go down 1, that's -3, and then I go down 1/3 more, that's -2 and 2/3. Okay? Everybody practice typing 1 1/3 minus 4 in your calculator
I
right
got
now.
5 and a 3.
You added them. Hit 1 1/3 minus 4. 1 1/3 minus 4. -2 and 2/3. Daily.
Well, I got -8.
Yeah, now I see. Yeah.
Right? 8, 3 goes into 2 twice, there's 2 left over. Same thing. I would accept that 100% correct. All right, last one, guys, go. You guys are doing awesome. Goes through the point -5, -1. We got the slope of 1/4. You're given a point and the slope. Use point slope form. Max Diaz, you want to give it a shot? I think you can do it. Do it.
Y plus 1
Excellent.
equals -5.
Remember the slope goes. So times the quantity.
Times quantity. 5. No, x plus 5.
X plus 5. Great job. How many people have got that? Okay. Because it's y minus 1 minus -1 equals 1/4 times x minus -5. Too many negatives, guys. You know, minusing a negative number is the same thing as adding the positive value of that. All right. Try to solve it for y now. Try to solve it for y.
Why?
Porter, talk me through it.
So it's gonna be okay. 1 and 1/4 plus 1 and 1/4.
Okay. Can I write it 5/4?
Yeah.
Or 1 1/4. Okay. I'm writing both values. You guys don't have to write both values. Last thing, you're doing great.
And then you subtract 1 from both sides. And you get y equals 1/4 x. And then I got plus 1
1/4 x
plus 1/4.
plus 1?
4.
1/4. You were correct.
Can you do it with mixed numbers?
Yes.
Either one.
1 1/4 minus 1, guys, is 1/4. Just a coincidence that the slope and the b are the same value there. You are going to need your notes to get your homework done tonight. Okay? Read the directions carefully. Your homework, guys, on your syllabi.
You've got a worksheet and bookwork,
You got 2 things to do.
This week,
and a weekly review.
but it's only, but we're missing a day.
Then you have an extra day to work on it, because we'll be in
Oh,
school.
yay! Thanks.
Yes.
Those are really good.
How does it do this?
All right, you got to write one thing down, guys, on your homework. All right, weekly reviews on salmon, colored stuff, and homework. Everybody hold the worksheet up in the air real quick. You got to write one thing down on the worksheet.
What?